Welcome back to WD Magiccast for the week of December 18th, 2022. This is episode 207. WD Magiccast, the show about the mouse, the Marvels, the galaxy, and beyond. I'm your host, Matthew Gracon. In this week's show, I apologize, and I'll apologize during the show for the delay in this. It's the holiday season. Things have been really crazy over in my household between getting things ready for the holidays, present wrapping, and just all sorts of madness. Some sicknesses going around. It's just been absolutely crazy. I apologize. I've been trying to get this out all week. I was trying to do this with my wife, but again, she's been busy with work. Work has just really taken up a lot of her time recently. So she's a little upset that she was able to join in on this, but we'll try and get out a follow-up with her on it. But it just caused a delay in me getting this out. So finally, I'm sitting down, recording this, getting it to you on Christmas Eve. And here it is. So I'll be talking about Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, kind of what it meant to me, my feelings about this year's party as I was able to experience it, and just a little reflection about that party right before the holidays. And on that note, we'll be back after these words from our friends and sponsors. And now, on with the show. Back in November, I had the privilege of seeing one of the first of the newly returned Mickey's Very Merry Christmas parties at the Magic Kingdom in Walt Disney World. And it was quite the experience. I was really hoping to have my wife Kim available so we could discuss this together. Unfortunately, with the holidays and circumstances as they be, that isn't able to happen this week. So this may be a topic that I revisit again and possibly soon. But in the meantime, thought it was only fitting for the episode before Christmas to discuss Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party in my perspective of what I thought of it this trip. And if you've listened to this show long enough, I'm sure you've heard me mention a few times that I do not think there's anything more beautiful or spectacular as far as theme park stuff goes as the Magic Kingdom during the holiday time at the end of the year, where they have all the decorations adorning the street, where they have the snow going at nighttime, all the lights, the music playing. It's nice during the day. It's very pleasant. It's very nice. But the true magic comes out at night, where everything lights up. Like I said, they had the snow going. It seems like it's snowing on Main Street. You have Christmas music playing all over the park, and particularly in the Main Street area and around the hub. And it's just spectacular. Absolutely spectacular. And you have themed decorations throughout the park. So it's not just Main Street. It's not just the hub. But in Adventureland, in Frontierland, and Liberty Square, Tomorrowland, Fantasyland, all over the place. you have decorations, and it's not just the physical decorations. So you will have wreaths on the lamps down Main Street and different garland, and then you had um, photo ops and in the different lands that you can almost look like you're in a postcard. Have pictures taken, but you'll have kinetic decorations as well. Like you would have light projections. They'll say Happy Holidays or Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, or you have different decorations moving across on the pavement in some areas. I saw most of those in Fantasyland and Tomorrowland. I don't remember seeing them in the other spots, but they didn't. I don't think they would fit in the theming as well there. So you have all that going on, and that just really starts to set the mood. I mean, you have a ginormous, and I don't even know how tall it is. 80 feet? I bear to guess. Um, Christmas tree in the front, right by the flagpole in the center there. You have this massive, massive tree that they put together, and it is spectacular. You walk in, you see that, and you're in awe. And just beyond that is the castle. And like I said, down Main Street, you have all these different wreaths on the lamppost, and there's decorations on the buildings and the facades, and just lining everywhere. And it is quite something to behold. And it just puts a smile on my face automatically. And I just stand there in awe and just take it all in. There was a few points where I had to run. Well, we rented a locker, and the lockers are all the way up at the front of the park by the stroller rental area. So that first little storefront, as soon as you walk into the through the ticket gates at the front before you even cross underneath the train station. So I had to go up there. Everyone else was hanging back at Casey's having a hot dog. I ran up there, had to do something with the locker, and as I was walking back, and I just kind of stopped in a moment, just like everybody else. But I was just taking it all in. I took some pictures of the crowds, of the just the scenery and the tree and just kind of everything, and just took in the spectacle and the warmth of the holiday season, just the spirit that surrounded the whole area. And it just, to me, it feels right. It feels the way that you'd want a nostalgic Christmas scene if you could just create one in your mind and make it reality. It probably wouldn't be too far off in some ways. And I'm not talking about who's going to be there, besides the people, because Disney can't control who you bring with you to the Magic Kingdom. You control that. But if you were just to paint a location and just kind of decorate it and how it would feel, yeah, it'd probably be pretty close to the Magic Kingdom right there. And then the castle's got its lights on it, and that's going. It's just truly spectacular. Again, just walking along. Now, this year they had cookie stations throughout the parks. So during Halloween time, you have candy stations where you go trick-or-treating. Here they were handing out different cookies with different beverages, more or less, around the park. You get a map and it'll show you the different areas. And this year you had sugar cookies. You had a sugar cookie with green frosting. You had a sugar cookie with red frosting. You had snickerdoodles. You had chocolate chip. What else we had? A gingerbread one. That was surprisingly good. I was not expecting the gingerbread one to be as good as it was. It might have been one of my favorite ones. And then you get hot cocoa or apple cider or something like that at the different locations. So we did spend our time going around doing that. This year there was also an exclusive popcorn bucket that was available. We were able to get our hands on that, and it's a cylinder with the lid on front, and on the bottom of it is a key to wind. And there's a couple open panels in this cylinder, and there's another cylinder inside with images on it. And you turn, you twist, you play, and it plays music. It's a giant music box that holds popcorn or whatever you decide to put on it in the end. The outside cylinder is red. The inside, like I said, is white with a white motif with a whole bunch of different drawings on it, and it was quite nice. So we were thankfully able to get a hold of that ourselves as a hot commodity. On eBay, it's going for 3, 4, 5 times the price than what we paid for it. So thankfully, we lucked out there. Um, but a lot of the rides are open, reduced wait times. Even though some of them they say that the lines are long, and this is what I find a little annoying, but it is what it is. We want to go to the Jungle Cruise, but themed, holiday theme. Now that runs the entire day at the park, so we figured, okay, we're gonna wait. We'll go during the after hour events because the party goes till 1 o'clock in the morning. So we'll catch it at that point, thinking that the line would be lower. And during the party, the sign still said 45 minutes. It wasn't until we got home a little later on and we spoke to someone and they said, oh, yeah, no, it said 45 minutes all day, but it was about 5-10 minutes. You just walked right on. I found that a little annoying because that was one of the things I was looking forward to doing because I hadn't gotten a chance to do the Jingle Cruise. And so I missed out on that. But it is what it is. The Mad Tea Party had Christmas music going instead of the traditional Disney music that would play. So you had Christmas themed music. Space Mountain had red and green lights lit up inside and Christmas music playing. So you had that experience. And you had a couple stage shows going around. You had one at the castle and one in Tomorrowland that you would be able to watch. Characters were walking around, and you could run into some characters and holiday garb throughout the park. Special meet and greet areas. I think I saw Captain Jack going around at one point. Someone else saw Peter Pan. So you had a bunch of characters going on. What else? Like I said, there was the show at the Tomorrowland Theater. You had a couple of things going on. And now the Tomorrowland one, though I'd seen something like it before, it wasn't mind blowing, but it was enjoyable. And it was one that they try to get kids involved in the audience, involved in the show. So that was nice. My kids were, my one child, he was selected to go up and he was able to participate. And he liked that. It's just a special moment to be part of the show. Of course, you have the parade that goes on twice. We caught the second run of the parade, which is after the fireworks, Minnie Mouse's fireworks. Those fireworks, they came on rather quickly, faster than I was expecting. Usually there's a little bit of an introductory. This one they kind of started, and they're nice. The fireworks were just really nicely done with the music and the imagery on the castle and the fireworks themselves, pyrotechnics. A lot of fun. Really, really nice. If you go to our Facebook page or our YouTube channel, you'll be able to see the video of the fireworks there. And you'll also be able to see the video of the parade. I have both of those up. And it is, so you get an experience of what they're like. I want to say, my memory may be playing tricks on me, that the parade was there was more to the parade in prior years. Did feel a little scaled back, but maybe I'm just remembering it wrong. Or maybe they did scale it back for one reason or another. But it was a lot of fun. It was just really nice parade. I saw it on Main Street with the Snope going, so it just added that little something. You could catch it anywhere on the regular parade route across the Magic Kingdom, but you're not going to get the Snope like you do on Main Street anywhere else. So that's, yeah. And walking around, it's just so, as weird as this phrase may sound, it was merry and bright. It was merry and bright. The lights. It's hard for me to articulate how this one party makes me feel. And I've done it several times before, and every time I feel the same way. I feel happy. I feel in touch with the Yuletide. Or as the artist would say, we're at one with the Yuletide. Uh, it is quite spectacular, but it makes for a long night. It is a hard ticket event, so it is an additional ticket. If you have tickets for the Magic Kingdom that day, it is not covered. You can enter as early as 4 o'clock with these tickets. If you're in the park already, you go and get your wristband. If not, you can enter the gates at 4 o'clock. They'll give you your wristband and map. And also, in addition, this year, you got, not only did you get your wristband, not only did you get a map, but you got a free holiday ornament. A really nice ornament. It was a snowflake with a gold center and the 50th logo. 50th, it had a 50 on it for Walt Disney World. So that was actually really special to be able to get that this year, because it was, I use the term free loosely, but a free 50th souvenir. I mean, yes, you paid an exorbitant price for those tickets, but you got that. You also got a print, a little poster at the end as well. This year, there, strangely enough, was not any Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party 2022 merchandise, which they typically have had in the past. Suppliers, orders, who knows? They didn't make any this year, but you had some generic Christmas and Hanukkah wear around the park that you could purchase and wear, but not so much anything that, again, specific to the hard ticket event, Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, like you've had in the past with the date on it. None of that. Not this year. You had some special foods that you could purchase. Like I said, you had the free food that you go around and get the cookies and the hot cocoa, the apple cider. The apple cider more tasted like apple juice, but it is what it is. It's apple. They didn't lie to you about it. It's apple, just the consistency of the apple. So the fireworks, they were just they were regular fireworks on the castle. It was nothing down the main street like you do with Enchanted. The parade, like I said, goes all over. It's the regular parade route. When you get there at 4 o'clock, or you're in the park at 4 o'clock, get your wristband, and the crowds start diminishing at that point, and you're gonna have to go through checkpoints. They had checkpoints strategically set up around the park, and they kept pushing them forward, so you'd have to show your wristband to get by. If you didn't have a wristband, you were turned around and you had to start making your way out. It's a very effective way to enforce who can be in the park and who cannot be. And they do it well. I mean, they're not being absolutely mean about it, but it is, they're making sure you have those wristbands, which is good because you paid for that. You paid to be there. You should be, the one to enjoy it, not someone who hasn't paid for it. Again, I cannot express how much I enjoyed this. And probably you get a better idea whenever I'm finally able to have my wife on and we sit down and we're able to discuss our trip. We could discuss the Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party and the whole event, how it went. Yep, no lightning lanes during this time. Lightning lanes ends when the park closes because it is the limited event. The park isn't to capacity. Supposedly a reduced capacity, though it's still quite busy. But yeah, no, it's just some things to keep in mind. But I'm really happy we got to do it this year. Please go to our Facebook page or YouTube channel, check out the videos, let us know what you thought, and yeah, that's that. Let us know, have you experienced Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party at the Magic Kingdom, or just the holidays in general at Walt Disney World, Disneyland, any of the parks? Let us know. Join the conversation on Facebook. Our Facebook group is facebook.com/WDMagicCast. On Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, we can be found at WDMagicCast. Also, make sure to subscribe and check out our YouTube channel where I've posted some stuff like Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party Parade on our YouTube channel. You can also leave us voice messages through the Anchor app or anchor.fm website. Record a message electronically and email it to us at email@wdmagiccast.com. You can record it on your own personal device, your phone, your tablet, your computer, however, and send it to us, and you'll be heard on the show. You can also email us any questions or suggestions you may have to that address as well, which is email@wdmagiccast.com. Links to all these are in the show notes and available on our website, which is www.wdmagiccast.com. I want to thank you for your time. I know how little time we all have these days, especially with the holidays right around the corner. Some of us are in the middle of our holidays. The fact that we get to spend this time together truly means a lot to us over here at the show. We really appreciate you and everything you contribute to us. Thank you. Thank you so much. Please go on to Apple Podcasts, leave us a rating or review. Between Apple Podcasts and Stitcher, both of them, we have all 5-star reviews at the moment. Truly, we're blessed. Can't thank you enough. And please keep them coming. The more that we get, the more that those podcast sites will do to promote our show. Share a link out on your social network to the show. Copy and post a link to this week's episode, last week's episode, whichever one you're listening to. Share it out on whatever social media network you're on. This way other people can find out about the show. Tell people about it. Let them know. The more people in this Disney family, the better. Won't believe in a big Disney family? So do I. Don't forget to subscribe to the show while you're at it. This way you'll always know when new episodes are posted. While you're at it, also consider becoming a premium subscriber to truly help the show out, keep the lights on, keep the content coming, and we can hopefully bring you even more and better content. Trust me, there's a lot of things I'd like to do with the show. You can do this over at anchor.fm/WDMagicCast/support or find our Patreon page. You can also check out our merchandise shop. That's a great way. You get something, we get something. Get yourself some cool WD Magic Cast stuff. You know, the holidays shipping time may be, expired for the holidays, but it doesn't mean that you don't have to get yourself something. You can get yourself a nice sweatshirt for the winter time, cool t-shirt, jackets, maybe like a pillow, a whole bunch of awesome stuff over there. Check it out. A lot of good stuff. A lot of people have been telling me how happy they are with what they've bought. You got some mugs for some coffee, some hot cocoa. Everyone's been loving the merchandise. Please, get yourself some. Find out what all the hype is about. Links to the shop is also in the show notes as well. Because remember, the show is brought to you by listeners like you. And the link can be found on the website. Whatever you're facing, whatever troubles you're fearing, the darkness that sometimes the holidays brings, don't give up. You are special. There is value in you. And some sometimes it may be hard to see, and it will take others to really help you to see the light that you shine for them. But never give up, never give in. Be your own hero, and if you need to, it's okay to ask for help. Sometimes it takes maybe the unexpected person to realize that they are willing to help. On a happier note, I want to wish you all happy holidays. I hope everyone is safe. Hope everyone has a prosperous day. Enjoy your Christmas. Enjoy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa. And I'd like to end this week's show with a quote from Walt Disney himself. We try it in everything we do here, for the family. We don't actually make films for children, but we make films that children can enjoy along with their parents. Thank you again for listening, everyone. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. Be safe, and I'll see you next time.